Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Dawn, and I would like to welcome you to the Vegas Maniac Struggle Bus. I am still working on transparent blooms and swipes on glass. I've managed to get a couple through my 1,000 recipes that they're okay. The bloom isn't bad. Doesn't have a ton of bubbles in it. It's really hard to see without light behind it. This may be okay for um, for hanging, a sunny window. May or may not work. Um, so that's probably my best option so far. And then I did this kind of weird swipey thing, and it's pretty transparent. However, I have this blob of red violet up here that's kind of dense. So I could do something with this and be more, maybe push a little deeper in the swipe to drag the colors out, because I did get some cool effects with the cell activator and the thinner colors on the outside. So yesterday I tried just floetrol and um, also floetrol and gloss gel. Um, they dried extremely transparent. They also lent more transparency to the paints, which didn't really work out. Um, the blooms weren't nice. They didn't hold their cells. It just wasn't kind of a good experience. So I am not 100% sure. This is a textured plate, by the way. And blooming on these really isn't affected by the texture, so that's kind of cool, because I am running out of options for the smooth glass ones. So this mixture that I have in here is bare, um, oh my goodness, 3,300. So it's an eggshell untinted base 3 with a lot of floetrol, and I think there's even a little bit of gloss gel um, medium in there, potentially. I actually don't know what all is in here at this point. It is quite transparent, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. I mixed together a couple of cups of things I had mixed, and I didn't label them. Consequently, I've got this clearish base that I need to use up, so it's going to be my next my next pillow. So I'm just going to get down to business today. I'm going to do maybe a couple of blown out blooms and a couple of swipes, and we'll we'll do like a 2-part video. Part 1 will be the creation, and then part 2 will be kind of the wrap up, dried results type of thing, like I've been doing. So I've got some colors here. Not sure which ones I'm going to use. I'm going to start using a white cell activator. Probably should mix this up just a bit. Good consistency. So I've got Amsterdam light gold. I've got Amsterdam deep gold with QNAG in it. Not sure which one of those I'm going to use. I have Persephone, because I have figured out that I can use pigments in these transparent, translucent base blooms and swipes, as long as I don't put them on the bottom. And then I have Amsterdam permanent red violet and permanent blue violet. And I have a teal pigment. This is quite thin. I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be a good idea to use that. So the same holds true with these attempts at the stained glass bloom look as does with my wood rounds. You have to get that pillow spun out really, really well in order for it to reach a level of transparency to see through enough. So Pretty sure that's enough, and if I have to add some more to the edges, I can do that. So let's just do a bloom for starters. And I almost always start with that red violet, so I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to start with the light gold. So this actually is a really pretty bloom. Um, and I might like this one when it's dry, but we will see. So I'm just going to kind of fill the voids here. Got a few. So what I'm actually doing with this video is I'm bringing you along in my my journey to get a really good double-sided bloom that I can potentially use in my jewelry banding wire wrapping video. I want to have a nice bloom for that, and I can use one that I've already done. That, you know, that's not a horrible idea, but we'll see. We'll see if we get something better. So that's that one. That's quite pretty. That's a nice mix of color, and the white cell activator picked up it picked up gold and the teal pigment. So really pretty. And I don't have any big color blobs on the back side, so that's kind of a nice starting point. Just quickly clean up the edge, and we're going to slap down another one. And I think maybe I'll change up the order maybe a little bit. See what we get. All right, here we go again. Okay, that's probably about as much as that's going to move. Yep. No sliding. So, I'm going to pull this one up, clean up the drips, and check the underside, see what it looks like. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you the underside for obvious reasons. However, once it's dry, I can, and that will be in part 2 of this video. And so will where I just ran my finger. I'm so good at not paying attention. Fortunately, that was a quick, easy fix. Okay, take a look. Oh, she's a little heavy. Oddly enough, it's that teal pigment. It appears to be kind of sitting heavy. And the gold. Well, we'll see how she dries. That's how that one came out. All right, so here we have dry results and the pieces that I selected. This one actually ended up having a really cool finish, and I hope you can see that without the glare of my overhead light. But this was the textured glass, and it dried having almost a windy, flowing, I don't know how to describe it, but it's really, really got a nice texture, and it's going to look cool under resin. So these 3 probably disperse the color the best on the back side and have the most translucency, transparency. And I'm just going to show you really quick what they look like. So that's that one. And this one, the gold was a little heavy, but it does look good held up to the window. And this one has what appears to be a little bit of a more opaque center, but you don't see that when it's up to the window, which is where they're going to be meant to be hung. But the color dispersion on this one, this is the original one that I did. And I love the Prussian blue cell activator. It does mimic the stained glass lines. So I'm going to keep this one, and this is going to be the one I'm going to do the band wrapping tutorial on. The 2 swipes that I did, I actually ended up cutting out of the original, the first part of this video. Not because I don't like the swipes, but because I don't like the color blocking on the back. I didn't care for either one of these. This one I don't care for the swipe at all. And it just kind of looks messy. I'll hang on to them for a few days and think about it. But all in all, for all of the experiments I've done, this has probably been, the translucency has been about the same throughout. I've had some that have been too clear. I've had some that have been too opaque. This is about average. That unknown mixture ended up being, you know, just average. It wasn't clearer or more transparent. It didn't work better or worse. So that's kind of a good thing. So I didn't end up with a huge unknown as far as pillow paint goes. But I am going to resin these as soon as they have cured enough. Probably another couple of days. I'm going to resin these up. And then I'm going to sit down and do the jewelry banding tutorial on this one, because this is my favorite one. And then I'll have these all done as well so that I can show them. These, I don't know what I'm doing with. I may soak them off, I may not. So we'll hold on that. But thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. And it should be about a week before that next video's up. So just stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I will catch up with you next time. Bye-bye.